Okay, so the next thing I want to do is actually not make these windows yet, because there's yet another factor that might make me move the pedestal. Okay, I want to put a door into this box. We made a box, but we can't get into it. Now that's a little silly. So I think what we need to do is make a door. So I'm going to go to perspective. I'm going to rotate around my box a little bit. So I'm going to select my box, and then I'm going to zoom in on that box only. So I'm going to select zoom selected. It takes me only to that box. Okay, click outside. Now I want to rotate. Right click to rotate. I rotate only around that box. See? Okay. So I think I'm going to place my door maybe here, or maybe here, or maybe here. Let's study this for a moment. A door, I'm going to make if my door is going to be 6 foot 8 inches tall or 7 foot tall, it can't be any shorter, right? But it can be taller. There are people who are a little over 6 feet. So standard door size could be 6 foot 8, 7.0. Let me measure the height that we made here. So I'm going to go analyze distance from that endpoint. I have 7 feet. I like that. I'm going to tuck my door right here. Okay? I don't like to place doors in a big wall, because all of a sudden you just have this floating rectangle that's a door in a big wall, and it does not have a relationship to anything around it. It just becomes like wallpaper. That's my personal take. Verify and talk to your design instructor. Okay? So if you're in my class, I'm going to be looking at, in 101, I'm going to be looking at where door placements occur. To do that, I'm going to make a Boolean operation to punch a hole in this. And we did some of this a little bit, so this might be a little bit of a review. But let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to call it door. And give this, actually, let's cancel this out. Edit the name. Say rename. Right click on door and say rename layer. And say door box. Okay. Why is it a door box? It's okay if it stays as black. Actually, yeah, it's okay if it stays as black. So why is this thing a door box? Because I'm going to make a shape like a small box to create the cutting edge to take away some of the pink wall, like we did with the small boxes, right? So make that door box current, layer current, okay? And then let's go ahead and make a box that sits right here. Now we know, I'm going to do a corner to corner, okay? We know that the wall thickness is 9 inches, right? Because we offset everything 9 inches. So I'm going to go at 9 inches, comma, and I'm going to go 3 foot 6 inches. Okay? And I'm going to press enter. And then what height do I want it to be? 7 feet, because remember I have 7 feet right here. So I'm going to type 7 feet. Alright. So this is pretty much looks like a door, right? But I'm not going to have a 9-inch thick door. The door we walked in through today was not 9 inches thick, right? It's not more than half the size of your foot. It's kind of maybe the width of 2 of your fingers. So let's move this door box up to the floor. So So I'm going to move it up to the floor from endpoint to endpoint. Now I'm going to rotate this box because I want to put it against this face right here. I'm going to put it against this wall, right? So it needs to be flat against it. So let's rotate. Okay. 90 degrees. Oops. Let's go to rotate again. There we go, 90 degrees. Now please go ahead and move it again from the outside, what would be the outside bottom corner. Oops, I'm in the last command. Move, enter, select object to move. Bottom left outside corner to bottom left outside corner of your building, where you're going to place the door. Boom. Okay? So do you see how it nested itself right there? Right? So if I go now to ghosted mode, I can kind of see it in there, right? You guys see that? It's the thickness of the wall. What do you guys think the next step is?
Cut.
Cut? Okay, let me write cut. Doesn't work. What am I cutting? This is a solid, and the door is a solid, right? And that door is a solid, so I need to use a Boolean operation. And I'm going to do a Boolean split. So let's go ahead and do that. Boolean split. Okay, delete input, yes. Select surfaces or polysurface to split. Well, it's this box that I want to split, so I select it first. Press enter when done, enter. Select cutting surface. So that is the cutting surface, which is going to be the door box. Select it. Select extrusion, because it's that extrusion, not the polysurface of the pink color. Press enter when done, enter. There you go. Now go ahead and delete that polysurface, and that door box you can turn off. Okay, you can't turn it off now, actually. You need to be in another layer. So let's go ahead and create a new layer, and let's call it door. Now we'll actually make a real door. All right, let's give it a color that's distinguishable just for our let's use sea green. Say okay. That's it. Okay. Make your door layer current and turn off the door box. Okay. Can you see now how we have an opening here? All right, let's stop this video. We'll continue in the next one.